Another great classic from the early days of video games is being tarted up for release on console this Christmas. Pitfall: The Mayan Adventure is based on an old Atari game from the early 80s. The 94 version is a great-looking action platformer. You play Harry Jr., son of the original hero, who has to rescue his dad from an evil Mayan spirit. New improved Pitfall will be out on the SNES, Mega Drive and Mega CD later this year.
Baywatch meets Miami Vice in a new CDI and TV series starring Hulk Hogan. Thunder in Paradise is the story of some ex-Navy SEALs who've developed an invincible superboat called Thunder. Both the teleseries and the interactive game promise thrilling action on the high seas, plus plenty of gratuitous shots of bikini-clad babes.
Dragon is the game of the film of the life of Bruce Lee. This is the SNES version of what is a massive new beat-em-up. It'll also be released on the Mega Drive, Game Boy and Game Gear. It boasts twice as many animation frames as any other fighting game, and there's the option for 3 characters to fight each other at the same time.
Hello, Furness. Which film is this an impression of? 15, love. You cannot be serious. That ball was out. Right, I've had enough of you arguing. Take that. Well, you take that. Did you get it, Flirtless? It was The Umpire Strikes Back. And here's a cheat for Super Umpire Strikes Back on the SNES. It lets you get loads of extra lives and power-ups. On the first screen, go past the big heart, then drop off the edge of the cliff and move left. You'll land on some invisible platforms. Now, blast around here to get your lives and power-ups. And now for another film impression. Oh no, it's come back. I'll give you a clue, it's another Star Wars film. Oh no, it's come back. You must have got it by now. It is Return of the Deadeye.
Not a lot you can say for that, really, is there?
Whoa, stop. Now, I think you've done more than enough damage for one day. Get out of that infernal machine. This is Superkarts, which if you drive like Violet is considerably safer, so come and do some practice here, please. It uses a new graphic scrolling technique to bring added realism to racing games. Up to 8 different karts race against each other on up to 8 different tracks. 2 people can race against each other in split-screen mode, but the really exciting thing is this is the first computer game that lets you play against up to 7 other human opponents, including the British junior go-kart champions, Gary and Luke. Link games are definitely the thing of the future, but how do they work? Well, not surprisingly, the computers are linked together using these leads. Each computer has its own address, a bit like a postcode, if you like, and the computers are constantly talking to each other, exchanging information all the time. This information is used to work out where all the other karts should be on the track. That's the techie stuff out of the way. The real fun-tum is in the racing, and that gets even more realistic with the use of a few optional extras.
Yep, I'm using this Thrustmaster go-kart style steering wheel, and you've got this button here for reverse, and over here this stick you can use for power-ups, and then for the pedals we've got gas and brake, and you can even use the latest virtual reality helmets with it. So I put it on, I can now look round behind me and see the bad influence hoarding at the side, but no one's passing me, mate. I'm off.
The problem is not everyone's got the room to run 8 PCs and all the extras in their bedroom, but if you haven't got the space, don't fret, the game will run down a phone line using a modem. Excuse me, Gary, I've just got to show Violet how it's done. Are you ready? On your marks, get set, go!
Coming round the first bend. No one can see me for dust. Think I'm out in front, of course. Oh no, all the slow ones take in front of me, using his turbo.
Train hurtling off the bend here now. He's into a quick left-hander, changes down.
Coming up to the hairpin. Takes it beautifully. What a racing line.
The boy Crane on his final lap now. Just coming into the home straight. There's a car in front. Oh, he's passed him on the left. Oh, what a move. Oh,
and she takes the checkered flag. I knew all that go-kart practice would pay off. And now for some more games reviews. Fans of the Desert and Jungle Strike games have been waiting for this one, Urban Strike for the Mega Drive. For those of you unfamiliar with the Strike series, they're sort of tactical shoot-em-ups, and you really have to pay attention at the briefing sessions if you're going to play the games properly. Here's Ian.
This has all the elements of the first 2 games. Great storyline, great strategy, and the added bonus of extra vehicles to play with. This is a Mexico level. I'm just coming up to a tank park here. Get into it by hot wiring the tank, which is this part. You have to press button C. I learnt this from an information source earlier in the level. You have to use a lot of strategy to play this game properly. There's only just enough fuel and weaponry. So it's going to take a bit of time to kill all these ones. Unlike the first two games, you can get out of your vehicle and carry out attacks on foot. This one's supposed to be inside a casino. Unfortunately, when you do get out of your vehicle, the man's very hard to control. It's not outstanding, but it's a quality game. It'll last you for ages.
Plenty of strategy, but the graphics look like cardboard cutouts.
It's just more of the same. These games don't appeal to me, but fans of the Strike series will definitely love it.
And the scores for Urban Strike, the boys gave it an ammo dump in the northwest sector, 4 out of 5, but the girls gave it a not our sort of game, 3 out of 5.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. With those immortal words, the mild-mannered Dr. Banner turned himself into the Incredible Hulk and made himself the star of a Marvel comic strip and a telly-series. He's green, but is he fun to play? Here's Aisha.
Anyone who's prepared to pay £50 for this game wants their head examining. It's an old style of game with pathetic graphics and dull gameplay. Using a transformation capsule, you can turn from the Hulk into Dr. Banner, which allows you to get through tunnels which you can't get through as the Hulk. Also, this is the sort of game that you don't need skill to complete, just perseverance. The thing is, it's so boring you don't want to persevere. This is an example of how bad the graphics really are. You can't even see the Hulk when he's underwater. In fact, it's almost as bad as an 8-bit. I'd really like to give this game a minus score, but they wouldn't let me. It's not even worth a 1.
What a sad game. It's a perfect example of a tired style of game that should be banned from now on.
This is one of the most boring games I've ever played. The gameplay is dull and it doesn't even have good graphics.
And the scores for the Incredible Hulk, the girls gave it a Don't Make Me Angry 1 out of 5, and the boys gave it a Too Late 1 out of 5.
Furtlers, I have an announcement. The Force is with me, and I'm going to attempt this last cheat using mental power alone. It worked! It really worked! And now for the cheat, Furtlers. It's for Rocket Knight Adventures on the Mega Drive. It lets you get an action replay of the game you just played. Just pause the game and then press up 7 times and down. Then left 3 times and right. Now, reset the machine. And there you go, a replay of the last game you played. Hey, now, Furtlers, watch this.
Last week's competition prize was SNES and a copy of Stunt Race FX. We asked you who won the 1994 Formula 1 Grand Prix. The answer is Damon Hill. We had 10,000 entries, but the lucky winner is Jonathan Banning from Reading. Well done. 10 runners up get mad into a t-shirt.
This week's competition prize is a Mega CD with the Rebel Assault and all 3 of the Star Wars digitally remastered videos. The competition question is, what's the name of Princess Leia's home planet? Give us a call with your answer on 0891 555 999. The call will cost you no more than 25p, but do please get permission from whoever pays the phone bill before you dial. Remember, you can't win if you don't ask permission, and we do check.
That's it for this week. Next week we've got a great sneak preview of a new game to hit the arcades. Primal Rage. It's Jurassic.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.